Hello friends, now we are discussing about the trigonometric functions. First we discuss the graph of sine function. So if you see the graph, if you for the some values of x, we are first at minus pi. We know the value of sine x at here the value is 0 and here is value is 0, and when rotating the value of sine x 0 and at 0. So at minus pi the value sine of minus pi is 0, and this here the sine is sine 90 is 1, and sine when the sine is minus 90 it is minus 1. So at pi by 2 it is minus 1, at 0 it is 0, pi by 2 is 1, then again 0. So it is a periodic function. So at 0 the sine is 0, then 90 the maximum value is 1, and then at pi it is 0, and then it is coming to negative side. And the negative side also, at minus 90 the value is minus 1, and at minus pi it is 0. So if you plot the points, look like the shape of this one, this like a wave, and it will continue for all values of x, all real numbers. So the domain is here R, and the range is all the values are lies between 1 and minus 1. So range is minus 1 to 1. Now look at the graph of cosine function. The graph of cosine function, here we see at 0 the value is 1, cos 0 is 1, and cos 90 is 0, and cos minus 90 0. The value is minus 1. So it is looks like this. 0, the maximum value is 1, and then at 90 it is pi is minus 1. So here all the domain is coming all numbers from minus infinity to plus infinity. So domain is R, but the range, all the values are between 1 and minus 1. So range is minus 1 to 1. Now look at the trigonometric function. In the graph of tangent function, here fx equals to tan x. The graph at 0, the value is 0, pi by 4 it is 1, and minus pi by 4 it is minus 1, and 90, at 90 tan x is equals to sin x by cos x, and when at 90 cos 90 the value is equals to 0, and that's why something divided by 0 is undefined. Therefore tan of 90 is not defined. So at 90 the graph will not touch. The graph is extremely large value. Similarly at minus 90 the graph is extremely large value. So we are getting a graph from pi by 2 to minus pi by 2. It is like this one, and then again another step from pi by 2 to 3 pi by 2, these values again repeated. So again we are getting a graph like this one. Here also again we are getting a graph like this one. So the tan function is not continuous at pi by 2, or multiples of 90 degree of multiples of pi by 2 it is not defined. That's why here the domain is r minus 2n plus 1 pi by 2. So when you put n is equal to 0, it is coming pi by 2. When it is n is equal to 1, 3 pi by 2. So every value of at 90 degree or multiples of 90, the domain is not defined. So here the domain is all real values r minus 2n plus 1 pi by 2. But the range, the y is extremely large to extremely low, from minus infinity to plus infinity. The range is equals to minus infinity to plus infinity by the time this is 1. Okay, thank you. For testing your understanding of this lesson and more videos, log on to www.tubelessons.net.